Stars Photography. I just got done shooting a family of 5 and it was so much fun. Everyone did great. So I wanted to hop on and just make a quick video talking about some tips for you guys for photographing larger families or group photos. So my first tip would be to shoot in manual mode. Now this is a tip that I would say for basically anything in photography. When you shoot in automatic mode, you are giving your camera full creative direction in your shoots. And that should not be the case. You don't want your camera deciding how bright you want your photo, how blurry you want your background. You need to be making those decisions for your camera. You're the creative behind the camera that needs to make those decisions. So shoot in manual. Get some practice. I assure you, you can do it. The second tip would be to shoot with a higher f-stop. So f-stop is talking about aperture. So that is your depth of field in your photos. It's basically how sharp your photos are from front to back. So with larger groups of people, you want a higher f-stop because you want all of the faces in the photo to be sharp. So if you have 2 people in the front and 2 people in the back, if you have too low of an aperture, you could have blurry faces in the back and sharp in front. So a good rule of thumb is that you want your f-stop set to roughly the same number as the amount of people in your photo. So if you're photographing a group of 3 people, then you want to have your f-stop around 2.8 or 3.2, somewhere around 3. If you're photographing a larger family, 5 or 6 people, you want to have that f-stop set to about 5 or 6. So it's just a good rule of thumb to help you remember. So my next tip would be to shoot with a fast shutter speed. So with larger groups of people, it's common that people might be moving around, swaying, moving hair, maybe a blinking, that sort of thing. If you have a fast shutter speed, that's how fast your shutter is closing to grab that photo, you're gonna freeze your photo and you're gonna have a very sharp photo. Even if someone moves in the midst of it, since that shutter is closing so fast, you're still gonna get a sharp photo. So with larger groups, when people are moving around, definitely you wanna use a higher shutter speed for sure. And then my last tip for today is gonna be to overshoot. I have been called heavy on the trigger, if you will, because I like to overshoot. I like to take bursts of photos. And I think that works best in group photos because, again, with multiple people in your shot, different people are blinking at different times. Different people might move their hair or maybe they say something. So if you only take one photo of your group and you get back and you look at it on your computer and one person was blinking, you're done, the photo's ruined. So by taking a burst of photos, you're gonna have options. So more likely than not, you'll have 1 or 2 photos where everybody's looking and smiling at the camera. Worst comes to worst, if you don't, if you've taken multiple photos, if one person is blinking in the photo, in another photo, they have their eyes open. You can actually Photoshop that, merge those photos together, and now it looks as if you have a perfect photo that you did in post-processing. So definitely overshoot, in my opinion, for group photos. That'll get you great results. So I hope that these tips will help you if you're gonna be photographing larger groups or families in the future. Let me know if you guys have any questions, if you ever wanna hear about tips or suggestions, learn more about photography, just let me know. I would be happy to help you all. You have a wonderful day. Thank you.